Hey everyone, this is Drake Bell, and you're watching Childhood DVD Fan right here on YouTube.
Hello, thank you. Thank you so much for all your thoughtful questions. First of all, about my time on Drake and Josh, that brings it back so many good memories. Yeah, that was a long time ago, and I love, reflecting on those years because I had so much fun on that show. So thank you for bringing that up and for asking me about it. I'm glad that you're so interested in the show. I love that. So I really appreciate you helping me have this little nostalgic moment. So let's have this little nostalgic moment together. Okay, so a few questions about my time on Drake and Josh. What was the full backstory on how you got the role as Carly? It was pretty standard the way that we get roles in movies and shows and stuff as far as the audition process, which is kind of a regular audition, but to be a little more detailed about it, I got a call for an audition, and I'm pretty sure it was actually at the studio lot itself. It's this smaller studio in Hollywood, right on Sunset. I think it's still a studio now, but back then, Nickelodeon owned it, and it was just one huge soundstage pretty much. And it was actually an old theater, just remembering this right now. It was like an old theater, but it was huge, and so they remade the main section into like a soundstage for filming, but it was huge. And then the front entrance area still looked like a classic theater lobby area. So, like the kind of retro, or what was that, more Art Deco, like sconces on the wall and carpeting and the stairway. So the audition, I'm pretty sure, was in one of the like office rooms that was in that remade space. And I think I went right to the producers. So I read for the casting directors and the producers and the director. And then, like within that week, I found out that I booked it. And a lot of the times the casting process is longer than that, but sometimes it is only one. So I found out I booked it. I was so excited. Got the offer, and then they sent me the full script, and then I was on the show. So pretty straightforward, but it just made me think about that cool old theater. Next question. Do you have a favorite episode? And between my two, Who's Got Game and The Storm? Yeah, definitely Who's Got Game was definitely my favorite episode because that was my first one, and my character had a lot more to do in that episode. There was a lot more, arc to my character and like emotional range and stuff that I got to play with in that episode. So definitely that one. But I also really still loved The Storm. It was really awesome to get to go back to the set and revisit it. It's always fun when you get hired to do, because I was hired to do one episode of the show, and it's always such a joy to get invited back to do another episode. And you know everybody, and you get to relive that life again, that character, and then it's also such a huge compliment to be invited back. So I was really happy to go back. Plus, that was a fun episode too because The Storm, because since there were so many people in it, there was like so many of the recurring characters came back for that episode. That was a lot of fun, like us all being in the same scene, the same room at once, because a lot of times when you're on shows, you could be on a series with somebody, you could actually never actually see them other than the table read. You could literally only have real time with them and never actually interact with them on set and never actually act with them. So it's really nice when everyone is in a scene together. And so that was really fun, being able to have like the whole group together in one room, and that big long scene was a lot of fun to film. So The Storm was also awesome, but if I had to choose, I would say my favorite was Who's Got Game, because I really loved my Carly storyline in that. Is it how was it getting to kiss Drake Bell? And were there multiple times you had to kiss him, or was it done in one take? So this was a long time ago. It was, I think, 2005, so I would have been like 14 or 15, and especially like teenage Brittany, never had a boyfriend yet. Only kisses I'd ever had at that point were in movies and shows. So whenever I did have the opportunity to kiss a cute boy in a show or a movie, I was like, yes! So I was psyched to answer your question. I remember when I was younger, I already knew who he was because growing up watching Nickelodeon, I already knew who he was. And 14-year-old Brittany was like, oh my God, he's so cute. And so then when I got the script and I was like, oh my God, I get to kiss him, I was over the moon. Obviously when I'm on set and when you're actually filming it, even when you're young, I and him too, like I was completely professional about it and did not let on to these personal feelings of excitement. But yes, before I got on set, I was like, yes. And yeah, so I was very excited. Were there multiple? Yeah. Oh yeah. So there was we did many takes of it. It was not done in one take. I don't know if I've ever done a single setup in my entire career of 20 years in which it was done in one take. I don't think I've ever done a single setup ever. Yeah, so no, we did the kiss many times, but just like you would with any scene, did it from not only multiple takes of like a single setup, a single angle, but, did multiple takes of all the different angles, like his close-up, my close-up, our medium shot, our wide shot, did multiple takes of each setup, each angle. So yes, there was much kissing to be had, just like there is with any kiss scene or any scene really. Just kind of do it over and over and over again. Do you still own any Drake and Josh scripts and/or clothes you wore on the show? So I do have the scripts still. I think the actual physical scripts are at my parents' house, and then one of them I had. Because I like to do this sometimes when I work on a project. I like to have like the casting crew sign the front of the script. A lot of people do that. So I do actually, have both physical scripts and all their different collations and stuff. But the final shooting script of one of them, I think I have signed by everybody. But yeah, I definitely still have those. And they're both, they're at my parents' house. And then as far as clothes, I don't think I got to keep any of the clothes. I was actually just looking back at some pictures from it, wondering if I kept any of them. I feel like I kept a pair of underwear. I know that's so random to remember, but that's so random. I think I randomly kept a pair of underwear, which for the record, a lot of times when you're filming, you do wear your own underwear, but sometimes, especially if like you need a certain, like so the color doesn't show through if you're wearing white pants or I don't know, whatever it is. Sometimes they will give you different underwear to wear that's new, I think, but definitely clean. So I think I kept a pair of underwear. That's so boring, isn't it? I do, however, I don't know where it is currently. I looked around for it and I couldn't find it to show you, but I do, however, still own this one silver cuff bracelet that I wore on the show. Like, certainly, I think I might have... Whatever. I loved that bracelet. I still love that bracelet. I gotta find it. But I did get to keep that. That might have actually been mine. And then I showed it to the costume designer. She was lovely. And then I was like, I think my character would wear this. And she agreed. Or maybe it was hers and I got to keep it. I can't remember. But I do still own that cool silver cufflink. And I might have accidentally gone home one day with one of Carly's like purple hair extensions. I mean, that thing's long gone. That thing is long gone. But I think I did accidentally steal that. Sorry. I didn't really have too many cool proper clothing collectibles from the show. But now I gotta find that cuff. Yeah. But it was so fun when I did it. And I loved being on the show. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. And gosh, it makes me want to go back and like watch a clip now. But I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. And I just hope that you are having a wonderful day. I hope your beginning of your year has been wonderful as well. And I'm sending you a big hug.
Hey, this is Jonathan Goldstein Walter from Drake and Josh. I just want to thank you for watching Childhood DVD Fan right here on YouTube.